I'm Junichi Kuroba. I'm 23 years old and got a job at a major food manufacturer as a new graduate after graduating from the University of Tokyo. Since the new employee training, I've been working in the product planning department of the branch office. Hey, what is this proposal? There's no way we could make a product like this ourselves. Let's start over. Jeez, this incompetent person is useless even though he's an elite. I'm very sorry. He's my instructor, Chief Enato Hayama. He yelled at me again today, and... Oh, sorry. That was a bad thing to say, but it bothers me when you make the same mistakes over and over again. That's right. Chief Hayama suddenly softens his attitude. This also happens every time. The reason why I'm so strict is because I have high expectations. Unlike me, you graduated from a good university. That's all I wanted to say. Please resubmit the proposal. Yes, I'm sorry. Is it the same mistake over and over again? I don't remember though. When I returned to my seat, I could hear other employees whispering from behind me, making me uncomfortable.
Kuroba-kun, you were yelled at by Section Chief Hayama again? Well, Chief Hayama's words are bad, but that kind-hearted Chief Hayama is the one to say this much? I wonder if Kuroba-kun is really bad at it.
Well, Chief Hayama is kind towards everyone other than me, and he's still like that even after yelling at me. In addition, I don't really interact with the people around me, so as a result, I get that kind of evaluation from the people around me.
Come to think of it, I was there before. Employees like Kuroba who were yelled at by Section Chief Hayama. Oh, it was there. Have you transferred to another branch? Hey, I'm not saying you shouldn't move your mouth at all, but it's about time you move your hands too. Sorry, Director Asahina.
The person who stopped the employees from gossiping was Mika Asahina, manager of the product planning department. The employees who had been gossiping, utter shout, hurriedly returned to work, and I finally felt relieved.
Thank you for your hard work, Kuroba-kun. Did Hayama-kun yell at you again? I'll talk to him later. Jeez. Hayama-kun's proposals are great, but the way he treats his subordinates is terrible.
I'm not good at communication to begin with, and I don't have any good friends in this department. Manager Asahina is the only person who cares about me. No, it's my fault that I can't do work.
That's not true. Kuroba-kun is doing a great job.
I wish my instructor was Director Asahina. What? Chief Asahina is busy, so what am I thinking? Honestly, Chief Hayama's teaching style is sloppy. He says, "I already taught you," when he hasn't really taught. They never told me specifically what was wrong with the proposal. But since everyone's able to do their jobs with that guidance, I guess it's true that I can't do my job. Dejectedly, I look at the sticky note that says, "Good luck," attached to the edge of my desk. I discovered this sticky note a few months ago. I was returning from the bathroom feeling depressed because my proposal didn't go through. Yeah? Who the hell is this? There was a sticky note with some advice written on it along with the words "good luck." Amazingly, the points for improvement and the proposal are written in an easy to understand manner. This is how a proposal is written. I had never been taught anything like this. In my heart, I call the person who gave me this advice the god of sticky notes. The format of the proposal can be found here. After that, feel free to make a proposal. Wait, Section Chief Hayama, I know how to make a proposal. What kind of spoiled thing is the elite talking about? That much can be done. However, by following the advice on the sticky notes, I was able to organize the format of the proposal. I thought about changing departments, but having such kind seniors made me want to work a little harder. I don't know what it is yet, but I want to thank the sticky note gods someday. With that thought in mind, I was inspired to work. I'm sorry to have kept you so busy, Tenzai-san. I would like to request this. A few days later, I was talking to a female employee to ask for a job. She's Hanako Zenzai. She doesn't respond well to calls, and people around her think she's unmotivated. Also, since my company has many serious-looking people, her flashy appearance stands out. There's even a rumor going around that maybe she joined by nepotism because she was the mistress of someone in the upper echelons of the company. There was no response, so I moved closer to call out to her again. Oh, what?
Wow! What's going on? I was surprised!
What suddenly caught my eye was a sticky note attached to Zenzai's computer. The content is a memo for myself. That handwriting is definitely that of the god of sticky notes. I'm saying this because I've seen it many times. I might be wrong, however, I thought there was no way I could pass up this chance. Zenzai-san, please teach me the work.
It's sudden, isn't it? What happened?
Sorry, but I really want to learn from Zenzai-san, because you're the god of sticky notes. Zenzai-san looks suspicious when I try to explain properly that that's what it's supposed to be.
Oh, I understand. There's a pretty goddess at the desk, or something like that. Toilet God, that's a great song. I am the goddess.
Sorry, I know you're saying this even though I'm the one who started it, but it's a little different.
What?
It seems that the character I thought of Zenzai-san was wrong. After that, I was given a thorough explanation of the situation, and was given instructions on the job. The next day, I sat down next to Zenzai-san, feeling a little excited.
Looks like a lot of fun.
Because from today onwards, I can receive guidance from Zenzai-san and Section Chief Hayama is no longer with me, so today, I'm invincible. Chief Hayama was using his paid leave to take a day off starting today, and we didn't plan to see each other for a while.
Even so, I never expected Mikarin to ask me to change seats to the seat next to her.
Mikarin? Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Chief Asahina. Mikarin, because her name is Mika.
Are you calling the manager by a nickname?
Yes, that's right. Me and Mikarin are really good friends. So, Kuroba-kun will be Sumin from today. Call me Hana.
All of a sudden, the distance is getting closer. Gyaru's communication skills are scary.
Well, if it's impossible for Hana, I would like them to stop calling me Zenzai-san. I'm not used to being called, so I often end up missing it.
That's why you didn't respond right away when you were called until now.
Yeah, actually I didn't notice. But it's my fault for not explaining this properly. Thanks to that, some strange rumors have spread, but this is also my own fault.
I shouldn't have accepted rumors without knowing my senior well. Well, then I'll call you Hanako-senpai.
Yeah, thank you, Sumi.
If my communication skills were better, I might have said something more witty. With such regret, I started work that day.
The idea is good, but it seems like the landing point is a little off.
I immediately decided to ask Hanako-senpai to check the proposal that had just been completed.
I think they probably referred to opinions received from the marketing department in past cases. I feel like the background and purpose of the project that Sumin originally envisioned has deviated from the plan, and it feels like it's half-baked. I think the idea that Sumin first came up with will be enough to meet your needs.
What can I say? I'm worried that my ideas won't be accepted. So I thought that if I mixed the ideas of various people, maybe it would be accepted.
Sumin has enough talent to just be Sumin. Be confident because I guarantee it.
Hanako-senpai's cheerful voice strangely eased the negative feelings I had inside of me.
For example, just now, when that person made a troubled noise, Sumin was glancing at him, right? Weren't you watching because there was something Sumin could do to help?
I couldn't help but be shocked that someone was watching like that. But I was a little scared, thinking that I might be a nuisance if I went there.
It's alright. Sumin can do it. Good luck!
Backed by Hanako-senpai's support, I timidly spoke to the employee. It seems like they don't know where the data they need is located. Although I was hesitant, I told them where the data was stored and the related data that might be needed.
Kuroba-kun is amazing. Thank you. Now I can get my work done in no time.
Yes, I'm glad I was able to help you. I felt so happy and embarrassed that I couldn't help but feel grateful because I was appreciated more than I expected.
I misunderstood Kuroba-kun. Chief Hayama is very gentle and his teaching methods are very thorough. I wonder if there's a good reason why he gets so angry.
I see. However, I don't remember Section Chief Hayama teaching me very carefully.
Huh? Is that so? I wonder if Kuroba-kun didn't explain patiently just because he graduated from the University of Tokyo and is smart. But in any case, it wasn't a good idea for me to arbitrarily decide that Kuroba-kun's performance was bad. I'm really sorry until now.
Thank you, Hanako-senpai! I happily returned to my seat and told Hanako-senpai about the incident.
I'm glad that the misunderstanding has been resolved, Sumi.
Thanks to Hanako-senpai! Seniors are really amazing! I was impressed that even though we had only known each other for a short time, she knew what kind of actions I should take to improve my performance. I feel like she's the ideal senior or boss. As I was unwinding with excitement, Hanako-senpai suddenly looked away. Wondering what was wrong, I held my breath and looked at Hanako-senpai, and saw that her cheeks were slightly red.
Because I understand. Don't praise me so much, it's embarrassing.
Oh, Hanako-senpai is so cute! After that, I managed to finish my work and headed home, unable to control my heart pounding. Hanako-senpai and I commute on different routes, so of course, we return home on different routes. That's why I didn't know.
Yes? Kuroba-kun's proposal is progressing smoothly. The details are...
After work that day, Hanako-senpai made a phone call like that. After that, I continued to brush up on the proposal while consulting with Hanako-senpai. By that time, other employees also realized Hanako-senpai's good personality and excellence, and apologized for their actions up until now. When I wasn't paying attention, Hanako-senpai was smiling as if she was troubled for some reason. Then, around the end of Chief Hayama's holidays, the proposal was finally completed. Isn't it quite a feat? Well then, let's submit Kuroba-kun's proposal to the next planning meeting. Really? My first proposal was praised by Chief Hayama. The proposal will be submitted to a proposal meeting made up of employees at the supervisor level and above. Well, there will be a lot of proposals submitted on that day, including mine, so I don't know if it will be accepted or not. Kuroba-kun, you did a great job. Yes, thank you. I'm really happy that you've grown beyond my expectations. Then, the days passed, and the day of the proposal meeting. I was nervous about what the outcome would be. Hanako-senpai and I were called to the conference room where the proposal meeting was held. Director Asahina, did something happen?
Ah, Kuroba-kun and Zenzai-san. There's something I'd like to confirm with you guys.
The proposal meeting had already ended, as only Director Asahina and Section Chief Hayama were in the conference room.
This proposal was created by you, Kuroba-kun, right?
Yes, that's right. I made it. Huh? When I was checking the proposal that Manager Asahina handed me, I was shocked. It was supposed to be a proposal written by me, but surprisingly, The name of the creator was that of Section Chief Hayama.
That seems to be the case. But how are you going to defend yourself, Hayama-kun?
Well, wait, this plan was created by me. After the holidays that I took a while ago, I worked hard to make it in time for this proposal meeting. Is the general manager gonna believe Kuroba-kun, who has no track record, rather than me, who has contributed to the company up until now?
This proposal was created by Sumin, or rather, Kuroba-kun during Chief Hayama's holidays. I will be your witness.
Hanako-senpai stepped forward as if to protect me, but Section Chief Hayama didn't panic at her testimony. Instead, he smiled fearlessly. Jeez, I don't know what kind of relationship Sensei-san and Kuroba-kun have, but please stop trying to make excuses. I shouldn't say this, but you have a look that doesn't suit our company culture, and it seems like you'll only be assigned simple tasks. An employee who is suspected of joining the company due to a mysterious connection. On the other hand, I am a talented employee who came up with many excellent ideas and was promoted to section manager. Director Asahina, you'll believe me, right? This proposal was created by me after the holidays.
It's been a long time since I last met you, Chief Hayama.
At that time, Chief Hayama and I were overwhelmed by the words Hanako-senpai spoke to us. She doesn't have the usual ghetto-like atmosphere, and to be honest, it's even amazing.
It's true that people won't listen to stories about employees they don't know about. If that was Hanako Takashi's testimony, wouldn't it be more reliable than you, who is a manager at the branch?
Hanako Takashi? Is that really it?
That's right. Since joining the headquarters, I have achieved great results in every department. Hanako Takatsuka was selected as the head of the product planning department at the head office for creating our company's biggest hit product. Zenzai is her mother's maiden name, and she joined this branch to conduct an internal investigation on the orders of the president. Mr. Hayama, I am suspicious that your results do not match your usual work attitude.
Suspicious? Hanako-senpai calmly opens her mouth to interrupt Section Chief Hayama, who's upset.
Chief Hayama, you were actually aware that Kuroba-kun had a promising future. That's why you thought of stealing the project. But if Kuroba-kun sued me, my wrongdoing might be revealed. So, I decided to purposely yell at Kuroba-kun in a place where other employees could see him, making him think he was incompetent. I wanted to make sure that even if Kuroba-kun testified that the project proposal was stolen, people wouldn't believe him. But this time, I will tell you from my mouth that Kuroba-kun started creating a proposal during your holidays. I have already reported the contents of the plan to the president and branch manager. In addition, we also recorded your testimony that you created the proposal after the holidays. Your fraud is now clear. Please give up and think.
Damn! Oh, that's right, this is Kuroba's proposal. Chief Hayama confesses his wrongdoing. The way he talks with a lewd smile makes it seem like his previous gentleness is a lie. I was just making effective use of a person with no communication skills who can only study. Even though I had a good idea. I don't think someone as deep-rooted as Kuroba would have a chance to show it. Generally speaking, communication is the basis of working people. What's wrong with calling people incompetent when they can't even hold a conversation and are just floating around?
It is true that Kuroba was not good at communicating with others. Now, I am gradually being able to discuss work matters with other employees.
Yes, ever since that day when I resolved a misunderstanding with one employee, I've been able to talk to other employees little by little.
Moreover, what you should do as a boss is to develop the abilities of your subordinates. However, making fun of Kuroba-kun, you are incompetent as a boss because you are trying to take credit for him.
What? Hanako-senpai, watch out! When I saw Section Chief Hayama furious and punching Hanako-senpai, I immediately stepped between them.
Sumin!
Ow! Chief Hayama, you understand that hitting someone is a criminal act, right? I'll call the police. Wait, this is different! Stop calling the police! Chief Hayama is in panic, but of course, there's no one to hear his wish. I also did not look away, because this person tried to hit Hanako-senpai, whom I admire. There's no way we can forgive that, right? Shortly thereafter, Chief Hayama was taken away by the police.
I said earlier that there was an internal investigation because Hayama was suspicious, but in reality there was a whistleblowing. Just like Kuroba-kun, Hayama yelled at me and then stole the project. Well, I couldn't say it in front of him so that Hayama wouldn't hold a grudge against the employee.
According to manager Asahina, the whistleblower was apparently an employee who had been transferred to another branch, as was previously rumored.
So, after talking with Mikoline and the president, I came to hunt down Hayama. It was a familiar move, and Hayama was definitely guilty of something else. I'll squeeze it out later.
Afterwards, Chief Hayama was released from the police and is pursued by the upper management of the company, just as Hanako-senpai had predicted. He reportedly confessed that there were multiple employees whom he cornered and took credit from. When asked about his motive, Chief Hayama said, "I was frustrated that my peers made fun of me for my low educational background, so I wanted to get promoted quickly." Apparently that's what he said. He had a complex about his academic background. One of the reasons I was targeted was because I graduated from the University of Tokyo. If we were to use such a cowardly method instead of a direct attack, all that would remain would be emptiness and a crash. Jeez, did he ruin the future of his subordinates because of such a personal grudge? This can be said to be an act that tarnished the name of our company and hindered its growth. As you're aware, you are scheduled for disciplinary dismissal. We will inform you about the official procedures later, so please stay safe at home until then. Yes. After that, I heard through rumors that former Section Chief Hayama did not seem to be doing well in his re-employment search. It's also said that he's unable to lower his standard of living and has become financially strapped. Sorry, I really don't have any more money. Do not worry. There is a place where you can make money too. Apparently, he was taken away by a man with a scary face. But what is he doing now? Around that time, Hanako-senpai, who had finished her internal investigation and was due to return to the head office, changed her look from a gyaru to a neat-looking woman. Her appearance as a gyaru was intended as disguise, in case Hanako Takeshi's appearance was known. Her behavior that was misunderstood by everyone was intentional. By the way, when she revealed her true identity, everyone's mouths dropped open.
Once again, I'm really sorry that it took me so long to catch Hayama's tail. You caused a lot of trouble for Sumin. In the end, he even got beaten up while protecting me.
Even though her appearance may have changed, Hanako-senpai seems to be the same as a gyaru except when she's at work, and my mouth naturally relaxes. After all, she's a senior that I respect. No, I would be lying if I said it wasn't hard, but those days helped me grow. Also, I've been very indebted to Hanako-senpai. I only have gratitude. I have nothing to complain about. Well, if there's anything other than gratitude, I guess it's just that I'm sad that I won't be able to meet Hanako-senpai very often.
Already! That's why I said I should ask Sumin to be transferred to the headquarters too.
Sorry, but I want to be great enough to stand next to Hanako-senpai. In order to do that, I thought I had to grow to the point where I could achieve results on my own and be called to the head office.
He's so stubborn. Well, if Sumin says so much, I'll wait. If it takes too long, I won't be able to wait for Sumin and we'll come to the branch office again.
Yes, I'll do my best not to keep you waiting. Then, I'll muster up the courage and tell you my feelings. The role of superiors and seniors is not to nip subordinates and juniors in the bud. I learned that the key is to create an environment where they can grow freely. If there are juniors or subordinates who have similar problems as me, I would strongly like to be someone who can support them. When are you gonna come back? You didn't show your face even on New Year's Day. Your mom is crying. I've set my schedule online. I'll be back, so don't rush me. Well then. The time has finally come. My name is Ryu Satsukigase, a 25-year-old office worker working in the accounting department. My nickname is Satsuki. I was just told by my father to come home soon and take over the company. My hometown is in Fukui Prefecture. My father, who runs a small fishing company, is so popular that everyone in town knows him. I didn't want people to be comparing me to my father, so I fled to the city and got a job. I said I wanted to get experience in accounting, but in the end, I just didn't have confidence in myself. I wish I at least had a lover who would support me. In fact, some ladies sometimes confess their feelings to me, but I've turned them down because there's someone I secretly have feelings for. I'm quitting my job, so I might as well express my feelings to her one last time. As I started walking back to the office from the common room, I suddenly saw a familiar figure. So, Habutai-san, let's go to lunch.
Yes?
Director Hetakoku and Habutai-san? Shunen Hetakoku, the manager of the accounting department, and Tsugumi Habutai, my senior who was my mentor when I was a new employee. Habutai-san is the person I have feelings for. Habutai-san has a reputation at work as a cool beauty, and what's more, she's incredibly good at her job. I thought I was relatively good at my job, but she changed my belief. I don't think I'll ever be able to catch up with Habutai-san. Respect to you.
Don't be so humble, Satsuki-kun. You learn quickly, so you'll soon be able to do it better than me.
Habutai-san is kind and humble. My admiration was so strong that I didn't have the courage to ask her out. But these days, Habutai-san tends to look down and doesn't seem as cheerful as before. I'm worried. Oh, senpai. She hasn't been feeling well lately. Do you know anything, Taniguchi? It's just a rumor, but it seems like the manager is asking her out. They've been seen together a lot lately. It seems like the manager is living separately from his wife, so I think he might be looking for his next lover. What is that? Isn't that a nuisance to Habutai-san? After hearing what my colleague Taniguchi said, I couldn't sit still, so I decided to ask Habutai-san to make time for me.
It feels like it's been a while since I've talked to you alone. I miss the training days.
Thanks for your help back then. So, Habutai-san, I asked Taniguchi about the manager. I thought you might be in trouble. Then, Habutai-san shifts her gaze a little downward.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you for worrying about me.
Can't you say no? He's the manager, but even so, if he goes too far, it's enough to sue him. There are also witnesses.
Well, actually, there are some circumstances that make it difficult to refuse. I guess it's my fault in that regard. But I think I've reached my limit. I'm thinking about quitting.
I could tell from Habutai-san's grave expression that she was serious. Then, would you like to work with me at a fishing company in Fukui? I'm gonna quit my job soon and go back to my parents' company, but their accountant seems to have recently quit. As a successor, I have a lot of other stuff to learn, so having you would be reassuring. However, Fukui is far from here, but...
Really? I might want to go.
She was looking at me with a bright look on her face. From then on, things progressed rapidly, and Habutai-san and I decided to quit at the same time. Are you leaving me behind, Satsuki?
In addition to Habutai-san, Satsuki-kun is also going. No!
There were unexpectedly many people who didn't want me to go, which made me feel a little happy. On the other hand, Director Hitakoku is looking at me with hatred in his eyes. I didn't tell anyone that Habutai-san will be working at my company, but I guess they guessed it. But there's no point worrying about it now. We immediately boarded the Shinkansen and arrived at Tsuruga Station in Fukui. Yes, the Hokuriku Shinkansen line between Kanazawa Station and Tsuruga Station is now open! There is no need to change trains midway!
Wow! We are here! It's my first time here.
From here, we will travel a little farther by local train. The sea is just a stone's throw away!
The town is full of fishermen, right? Oh, I love seafood, so that's great!
My family's company handles everything from purchasing fish to wholesaling and processing it. You're finally back! Do you have any idea how lonely we were?
That's right. He has been waiting for you to come home forever.
I can't breathe. My father, Kyo, and mother, Kurumi, persistently hug me as an expression of love. Oh, please give me a break.
I am Tsugumi Habutai. I worked at the same company as Gase-kun. Oh my, I've heard about you, but you're really cute. Welcome. Oh, isn't your hair too long? You must have not been taking care of yourself.
Huh? I get a cut regularly. You've always wanted me to shave my head. Stop it!
Your hair is also damaged. I'll trim it for you. Oh, I look forward to it.
I screamed as I was dragged away. My parents have always pushed me around like this. Well, we're always like this, so take it easy and don't tense up, okay?
Yes, thank you.
Habutai-san will be living in a detached house from my parents' house. At first, my father seemed to have planned for me to live there too, and I had a hard time convincing him that we weren't in that kind of relationship. Habutai-san immediately started working as an accountant at the company, and quickly got used to the job.
As you said, Tsugumi-chan works fast. I'm not good at this kind of thing, so I'm glad. I really want you to stay here forever as Ryu's wife. Huh?
Habutai-san, have you gotten used to your job?
Yeah, everyone is so kind to me. Satsuki-kun, are you going to the factory or something?
She looks at me strangely as I put on my work clothes. I smiled shyly while playing with my freshly cut hair. I was told to try out various jobs to understand the company, and I'm currently learning how to work at a processing factory.
I see. Sounds tough.
So I decided to serve you some freshly caught horse mackerel this morning. At this time of year, you can catch a lot of small horse mackerel, so you can try hitsumabushi style, namero, nanbanzuke, all sorts of styles.
Wow! What a great feast! Oh, I'm happy.
Habutai-san's eyes sparkle as she loves seafood. Looks like she's feeling better. I'm glad. Time passed, and half a year later, after finishing work today, Habutai-san and I are heading back to my parents' house together. I was really saved thanks to you. I had no idea their inventory management was so poorly done. My head hurts when I think about all the money they've wasted so far. They are really terrible.
Satsuki-kun, I wonder if I am being of help.
Of course, since you came, the company's waste has decreased, and sales have been increasing lately. Habutai-san smiles happily, but...
Yeah!
Suddenly, someone grabs Habutai-san's arm. When I turned around, Chief Hitakoku was there. Director, why are you here?
It's you? Hey, Habutai, isn't it terrible that you ran away to a place like this? Do you think a woman like you would be accepted in a rural area like this?
Habutai-san quickly turns pale. I reflexively stepped forward. Please stay away from her. How did you know we were here? The manager looked at me with disgusted eyes as I brushed his hand away.
With money, anything is possible. Anyway, I have some business with this woman. Outsiders should stay away.
I'm not an outsider, because she is my fiancé. Habutai-san and the manager's eyes widen. Of course, it's a lie, but I thought this would be effective on this man.
Why? Why this guy? Even though he's from the countryside and is inferior to me.
The manager glares at me while grinding his teeth. Did he hate me that much? I didn't notice it until now.
Police officer, come on! A big man is picking a fight on a young man!
There, the voice of an elderly woman echoed loudly. When the manager heard this, he clicked his tongue and ran away. I was relieved to hear that familiar voice and turned towards it with a smile on my face. Thank you! That was helpful!
Jeez, you always attract weird folks.
She's Hotaru Kotomochi. She's our employee who works at the factory.
Thank you, Kotomachi-san. Satsuki-kun. I never expected him to come this far.
I wonder if he hired a PI. This is troublesome.
Hey, you're the next president, so stay strong. Well, if something strange comes along, I'll use this harpoon.
As expected of you, Monchichi. I love you. If you were 30 years younger, I would have married you.
Ugh, so annoying. You're still a baby. Also, stop using that nickname. I'll smash you into pieces.
I've always admired her, as known as Monchichi. Well, we've consulted the police, but we can't expect much from them. When I got home and calmed down, I asked again. Habutai-san, you said that there were some issues you have with him. Could it be that you were somehow taken advantage of?
Yeah.
I want to help, if possible. Could you please tell me? Habutai-san was worried, confused, and lost for a while. After a while, she started speaking slowly.
My parents were scammed into borrowing money, so I broke the company rules and had a side job to pay it back. So, I worked as a bunny girl at a bar because it paid well. I was able to pay it off.
Bunny girl? I honestly got excited to hear that, but I pretended to stay calm when I saw her with a gloomy expression.
Oh, I didn't do anything weird. The customers were mainly girls and the costumes were not too revealing. But that manager happened to come over with a girl and found out about it. I was photographed. You don't want to get fired, do you? Even if you run away, I can find out where you got a new job. That's how I was threatened.
She probably couldn't talk to anyone about it. Maybe she thought that if she spoke about it, she would be looked at strangely.
There was always a risk of being found out, so I knew I should have quit that side job right away. But when I wear a costume, I felt like I was freed from worrying about money and anxiety. I felt a little better.
I think that story just means that you tried your best to overcome a difficulty in your own way. I won't laugh at you. I would like to see you in that costume, though.
You really are an honest person.
Tsugumi-san laughs. Her eyes looking up at me are kind of warm.
I'm glad I met you, Satsuki-kun.
Me too. The manager will probably be back again. I also smiled, hiding my anxiety. A few days later, at noon, I received instructions from my father and was repairing the casting net. They broke it again so much, huh? Well, I was forced to do it a lot when I was a kid, so I'm used to it. Not good enough yet. Monchichi is much faster. Well, of course she is. Monchichi is the daughter of a fisherman, and she was an active fisherwoman herself until she got injured. While we were chatting and working, a voice rang out.
Hey guys, help me!
The voice came from the office where my mother and Habutai-san were. My father and I rushed immediately.
Oh, you came at just the right time.
As expected, it was Hitakoku. There were several clerks in the office, all of them relegated to the window. My mother and Habutai-san were among them.
Habute, it looks like you're really having fun working at such a small company.
Are you the one causing trouble to my son and Tsugumi-chan? Why are you here?
Well, as her former boss, I thought I would kindly teach her a lesson. After all, this woman is his fiancée, right? You better not choose a woman like her.
I have a bad feeling about this. He's probably gonna reveal the story now. Former boss? Then you're an outsider here. Please leave. The manager curses at my father, who isn't scared of him at all. But soon, his smile returned.
Fine then. If only I could show you this. Here!
Hitakoku then scatters several photos on the desk. All of these are from when Habutai-san was wearing the costume at the bar.
This woman is a bitch. She wears clothes like this to flatter men.
This is... The clerk, father, and mother are all surprised by the photo. Habutai-san, on the other hand, closed her eyes tightly.
The reason why she became his fiancée must be because she wants money, right? You should stop dating such a bitch. If she gets tired of you, she'll move on to the next guy.
I couldn't suppress my anger and hit a nearby locker. A loud sound echoed in the room, cutting off his words. Don't be silly. Habutai-san is not that kind of person. Everything you're saying is bullshit.
Satsuki-kun.
Indeed, she broke company rules and worked at the bar, but it's to help her parents. And now she supports this company. Thanks to her, the company has become even more vibrant. That's how she is now. Is there something to complain about that? Then my father nodded vigorously, gathered up the scattered photographs, and turned them over. It's only been a little over half a year, but I think I understand what kind of person she is. I didn't know the details of her side job, but I heard from you that Tsugumi-chan was having a hard time. Then, that job must have been a choice that Tsugumi-chan desperately made to overcome difficulties. There's nothing to be ashamed of. My mother and the office staff all nodded in agreement.
Tch, I thought she would come back crying if she lost a place to stay anymore. Are you pretending to be good friends? How can you protect such an embarrassing woman? Did you fall in love with her? Even though you're just a country bumpkin.
Huh? I don't want to be criticized by a creep like you, who chases her down all the way here. By the way, who was the girl who was with you when you went to the bar, even though you have a wife? At that, Hitakoku's face changes. Didn't he expect to be argued back?
Gah! Well, that girl...
She's an employee of this company. As the next president, I have a responsibility to protect my employees.
What? I was your boss, you know? You ungrateful brat!
That's a long time ago. Please do not think that your position automatically gives you an advantage over others. I went back to my hometown, learned about my father's work, and learned this. To stand above others means to have a responsibility to protect those who follow you. That's why I had the confidence to say that the man in front of me was doing everything wrong.
Are you trying to tell me to leave? What a really cocky guy!
Huh? Leave? No. I'm gonna sue you. You're now a criminal. I need to let your company know too. A man who stalks and threatens an innocent woman and trespasses to do that should be fired from his position as manager. His eyes widened on my words, and the next moment, he was glaring at me with hatred in his eyes.
Seriously? What the hell are you? You've been doing nothing but pissing me off. The women in the accounting department were always praising me, but ever since you came to our company, they've turned their backs on me, saying I'm already married or I'm too old now. The other executives only praised you too. But since Habutai was a good woman, I thought I would at least make her my own. I was about to succeed, but then you let her flee to your parents' house? Shit! Why do you want to get into my way so much?
Hitakoku goes wild and curses at me. I am deeply appalled by his behavior. which is completely unbelievable for a 35-year-old man. Are you a kid? Seriously? Then I showed my smartphone to him. I filmed and recorded everything you've just said, even the way you acted like a kid.
Oh, no way! Damn you!
Hitakoku tries to grab me, so I avoided him. Still, he tries to attack me, and...
Eat this!
Monchichi heard the commotion and threw a casting net at him, causing him to fall miserably on the floor.
Just because I'm a woman doesn't mean I can't fight!
Monchichi declares so, as expected my first love in childhood. Additionally, she had reported the matter to the police in advance, and Hitakoku was immediately taken by the police.
Everyone, thank you very much. What are you talking about? You've been so helpful to us.
Yeah, we were able to reduce unnecessary expenses and introduce new machinery to the factory. Sales increased, and my father is happy, thinking that we can continue to grow this company. So, I'm really glad that you came to work for us. Surrounded by everyone's smiling faces, Habutai-san shed tears and regained her smile. After that, Hitakoku was arrested on various charges, and I submitted the recording I had taken. We witnessed it too! Please take appropriate actions against him! Oh, I know. I'm currently investigating. In the wake of the incident, my previous coworkers provided witness information that Hitakoku had relentlessly harassed Habutai-san. What's more, it was revealed that he had previously had an affair with another female employee. As a result, he was fired.
You friggin' scum!
Please forgive me.
His wife demanded him alimony and child support, and he's now living in poverty. The manager, who had always had a strong desire for approval, could no longer control that desire and went berserk. It seems that he's currently suffering from mental illness and is unable to go out in public.
Come on, we're introducing Sumugi-chan's new hairstyle.
After the uproar, Habutai-san cut her hair to make a fresh start. It's a hairstyle that I couldn't imagine from how she used to be. Huh? Did my mother do all sorts of things on her own?
No, it's the hairstyle I chose. I asked her to do this. Doesn't it suit me?
It really does.
Can't you say anything more manly? Isn't she your fiancé?
That's right. Tell her your feelings more passionately, next president. The onlookers said that while patting my back. Huh? That's... Come to think of it, I declared that she's my fiancé in front of Hitakoku and forgot to correct it. While I was panicking, Habutai-san suddenly approached me. Habutai-san?
Where should we hold the wedding? Or maybe I'm not good enough for you, Ryu-kun.
What? Oh, of course, it's the best thing I could ever hope for. The choice to take over the company. The choice to invite Habutai-san to my company. I felt anxious about all the choices I made. But as I worked hard, my worries blew away, and I was heading in a better direction than expected. You only live once. I think it's important to make bold choices so you don't regret.